Hello and welcome to Central Lyon High School for tonight's Siouxland Conference matchup between MOC-Floyd Valley Dutch and your Central Lyon Lions. I'm Jeff Cruz on the call tonight as we are about 8 minutes away from the opening ceremonies here. Take a look at start here. Let's take a look at some team stats. MOC-Floyd Valley comes into tonight's matchup 6-7 overall, 6-5 in the Siouxland Conference. The Lions are 11-0 overall and 10-0 in Siouxland Conference play. The Dutch average 54.5 points per game. They shoot 40% from the field, average 29.2 rebounds, 14 assists, and 7.8 steals per game. They also shoot 70% from the free throw line, and they average 16.8 turnovers per game. On the other hand, the Lions average 65.4 points per game. They shoot 48% from the field, average 36.2 rebounds, 16.1 assists, and 13.8 steals per game. At the free throw line, the Lions shoot 58% for the season, and they average 12.3 turnovers per game. Earlier today, Coach Grafing and I sat down to talk a little bit about the game from this past Tuesday and tonight's matchup. We will have that interview now. Welcome back to the pregame show. We're being joined now by Central Lyon Girls head coach Heather Grafing. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
All right, Coach, let's talk about the game from last Tuesday, a 72-27 win at Sheldon. Tell us about how that game went.
You know, again, it was one of those situations where the girls came out right from the tip, and I think we set the tone really, really early. Sheldon's got some kids that have stepped up. They got some younger kids that are starting to get more experience, and so we wanted to make sure that we defensively established ourselves right away, and offensively we wanted to just, as best we could, try to score fast and just, again, get that offense triggered right away, and I thought they did a great job. You know, Addison had 25 points in the first half to go along with some of her teammates as well, throwing a lot in for us. So I thought the girls did a great job. Again, our whole thing is when we come out of the locker room, we want to be ready, and I think they were ready. Yeah,
I got there as a first away game I've been able to make it to, and got there a little bit after the game had started. But you know, the girls looked ready to go out and play. It was quick up and down, our type of pace of game. Yep. It was, you know, they had the game, but the night before was canceled. Supposed to be a home game that got canceled, and so, you know, like you say all the time, you know, you don't look ahead. So really, not very much time to prepare.
No, we didn't. No, you're absolutely right. As soon as we found out that the Adrian game wasn't going to be played, we were able to still have practice on Monday. And, you know, right away, the next thing is we start talking about Sheldon. So, yeah, they had a short turnaround, but at the same time, at this point, it's a lot about what we do.
Right.
You know, we definitely scout other teams. We definitely are going to, you know, be watching for what their players do and try to take away what they want to do. But a lot of it is just doing what we do.
Yeah, and it does help. Second time, you know, we're now for most part, we're almost there again. Yep. But for this, at least for them, it was the second time around through the season.
Yes.
So a little bit more familiar with them than you are at the beginning of the season.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of second time through, now MOC-Floyd Valley here tonight. Central Lyon was able to win 64-32. That was back early, like maybe the third game of the year, something like that. What can we expect from the Dutch?
If you remember the first time we played them, again, we started very, very well. You know, defensively, right away, we were able to force a couple turnovers and go down and score on those and so on. But I think this time around, you're going to see an MOC team that's a lot more comfortable with the ball. I think our pressure got to them last time, and just watching film on them recently. I always had a little extra time yesterday to watch some film too. But yeah, it's definitely a team that's starting to settle in a little bit. They're playing, you know, really good basketball right now. They just played Sibley. Yep. And it was a 9-point game. And, you know, going back and watching that game, you know, they're going to be aggressive. They're going to be ready. Again, you know, when teams play us, I think they come in with we don't have anything to lose. And so they're going to give us 110%. And our challenge, and I've already challenged the girls, is we've got to match that. And we got to come out and play Central Lyon basketball tonight.
What would be a key or a couple keys for the Central Lyon to come away with the win tonight?
One thing that MOC is going to do a lot more than what they did previously, and again, we played them way early in the season, but they definitely have gained confidence shooting. They're going to have like to take a lot of threes as well as drive inside. You know, offensively, they're going to set a lot of screens. They're going to try to get it in the paint. So defensively, if we're slow on our feet, if we're not watching for that, it could be a long night. And so I think this is going to be an MOC team. Again, they have a freshman that plays a lot of minutes and starts for them, and you can tell she's got a lot of games under her belt now. So I think it's going to be a great challenge for us tonight. They're going to come out and they're going to be aggressive, and defensively we got to be ready to shut them down with their drives and their threes. And offensively, we got to keep sharing the ball, and that's going to be huge tonight. I can't have just a couple kids scoring. I need a lot of people. We've had great contributions from our bench, Tuesday night, but even before that, having kids, Ashlyn Davis, Kaylee Floyd, Lexi, those guys coming off and scoring for us has been huge, and we're going to need them tonight.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but some of the times when you're younger, the freshman, the sophomore kids that end up starting, it's a little bit of a shock the first time through the first half of the season, and then all of a sudden it kind of starts to click,
Yep.
and you get used to the speed of the game, and you really start to see what they can do.
Yeah, and they've definitely, their younger kids have definitely made some adjustments, and so yeah, like I said, they're going to be ready for us. I know they will, and our girls, we're going to hope to be ready for them. And again, the goal is to come out, set the tone early, and more than anything, just play our tempo for 4 quarters.
All right. Well, hopefully the Lions can get it done tonight. And I want to thank you for taking some time to join us today. And we'll be back with more of the pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carry-out and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
And welcome back to Rock Rapids as we are getting set for starting lineups here in the gym. Take a look at the last 5 games for both of these teams. MOC-Floyd Valley 2-3 in their last 5 games. They are on a 2-game winning streak as they have wins at home versus Boyden Hall and Sheldon, and then they lost 3 in a row on the road at Sibley Cheaton 59-50, at Lamar 70-58, and at Okoboji in a nail-biter 62-61. Lions, on the other hand, at 5-0 in their last 5. They were at Sheldon this past Tuesday, 72-27 win. Then at home versus Okoboji, 69-39. At home versus West Lyon, 64-38. On the road at Rock Valley, 72-50. And back at home before Christmas break, a 2-point win over Sibley Cheaton, 48-46. Looking at the series history here, Central Lyon has won 7 out of the last 10 games in the series, including that 64-32 win earlier this season. Taking a look now at the Siouxland Conference standings. Central Lyon sitting in first place, 10-0. While MOC-Floyd Valley right in the middle there at 5th, 6-5 in conference play. Looking at the state rankings, Central Lyon is ranked 2nd in Class 2A. The other ranked teams in the Siouxland Conference, Sibley Cheaton ranked 3rd in 2A, and Sioux Center is 11th in 3A. Let's take a look at our key players of the game. First, for the MOC-Floyd Valley Dutch, it is junior number 10, Madison Potabom. Madison averages 10.3 points per game. She shoots 42% from the field. Averages 4.2 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 2.2 steals. She is the team leader in assists, team leader in steals, 2nd in rebounds, and 3rd in scoring. For the Lions, our key player tonight is going to be senior number 22, Dion Jansma. Jansma averages 6.9 points per game, shoots 38% from the field, averages 2 rebounds, 0.6 assists, and 0.8 steals. Dion is 3rd in scoring on the team. And now for your starting lineups. First, for MOC-Floyd Valley, they go like this. Number 10, junior Madison Potabom. Number 15, junior Lily Fleming. Number 24, junior Maya Imiker. Number 30, a freshman Addison Jeltema. And number 40, a senior Ashlyn Gomez. And for your Central Lyon Lions, their starting lineup looks like this. Number 2, senior Afton Schlumbum. Number 10, senior Addison Klostebor. Number 22, senior Dion Jansma. Number 40, junior Desta Hugedorn. and number 44, a junior, Riley Weiler. So those are your starting lineups, and we will take a break here as we get ready for the national anthem. And we'll be back with Siouxland Conference basketball here on the CO Broadcast Network.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Seaperda Foltz Insurance and Real Estate in Rock Rapids, Iowa, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
And we're back at Central Lyon High School as we are set to start the game. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem done by Central Lyon senior cheerleader Anna Warncheese here in the gym. And here we go. The Dutch will win the tip. That's Potabom, and Potabom gives the Dutch the early lead. Here come the Lions, and Addison Clostebor, who hit her 1,000th point last time we were here, which was a week ago Friday. That game against Okoboji, so Addison over 1,000 points in her career. So congratulations to her. That's Immiker with it. Now over to Fleming. Back to Immiker. Not a whole lot of movement here for the Dutch early on. Fleming on the dribble drive, no good, but she gets her own rebound as Weiler is on the ground. And 4-3. And we'll see Floyd Valley with the early lead. Schlumbum will get things started here for the Lions. Backdoor cut there by Clostebor, hangs in the air. Addison Clostebor with all 5 points early here for the Lions. Potabom will bring it up now for the Dutch. That's Holstein with it. Over to Fleming, and Fleming kind of trips and loses the ball out of bounds. Color Out Cancer Night here at Central Lyon. Replaced the Pink Out Night as we look to raise money for all cancer awareness. That's Hagedorn for the three, not really her shot, and rebound brought down there by Weiler, but unfortunately it goes off of Hagedorn, then it goes off of Jeltema, and then Jeltema commits the foul. So the freshman with the first foul of the game for either team. And the Lions will inbound underneath their own basket. Schlumbum with a drive, and she puts it up with the right hand, and Afton Schlumbum gets into the scoring column for the Lions. Fleming dumps it down, tries to get it inside the Holstein. Tipped out of bounds by the Lions. I tell you what, folks, if you're coming to the game, you better get, especially if you're a Central Lyon fan, you better get here soon. This crowd is quickly filling up here as the Dutch unable to get that one inbounded. They throw it out of bounds. The stands are filling up quickly here in Rock Rapids, at least on the home side. Lions with a 7-4 lead. Over to Clostebor. Weiler, high-low to Hugedorn. Good job there by Dessa Hugedorn to corral that one. As that was a little far out of her reach, but blocked out of bounds by MOC-Floyd Valley. The Lions again will trigger it in underneath their own basket. Hugedorn hit in the face this time. Officials timeout here. She might need a second. She trots off. And Alexis Austin will check in, a 5'10" sophomore for the Lions. As Hugedorn will head back to the trainer room with our Avera-provided trainer, Brandon Church. Thank Avera for providing that service to us. Deion Janzo for 3, no good, but Schlumbum runs down the rebound. Here's Clostebor on the inside, turnarounder, jump shot, good. Addison Clostebor with 7 points here early. That's Emiker, no good, rebound Clostebor. Weiler runs the floor, but she travels before she gets going there. Turnover on the Lions. Jeltema now will bring it up for the Dutch. 5'10" freshman. Leading scorer for the Dutch is Jeltema with 11.6 points per game. That one stolen away. It's going to end up being a steal to Schlumbum, but really that was caused by Austin as she was fronting the MOC-Floyd Valley girl there. Schlumbum with the layup. Good move there, good take by Afton Schlumbum. Lions a little token pressure here. Trying to make the Dutch just have somebody else start their offense. This time it'll be Jeltema. Potamom now over to Fleming. That's Emiker now back over to Potamom. That one tipped out of bounds by Addison Clostebor. No, not tipped out of bounds. Sorry, they're going to say that is off of MOC-Floyd Valley on the throw. So, unofficially up here, that's the 4th turnover the Lions have caused. As I have some 8th grade boys helping me with stats and running the video board here for people in the gym. And there's a turnover by the Lions, their second. And, a foul will be called on Afton Schlumbum. Her first, team's first. As number 12, Elin Vanderwolf, that is. A sophomore checks in, and number 23, Peyton Klein Hesselink in as well for MOC-Floyd Valley. Jeltema with it now, looking for a screen. 3-pointer, that's blocked. But it goes right to Klein Hesselink. Klein Hesselink throws it up, and that's going to be over the backboard. So Lions with the 11-4 lead. 3.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Lions getting their offense started way out top. As now it looks like MOC-Floyd Valley is face guarding Addison Clostebor. She gets a 3 off there, but short. Now Potabom will bring it back up for MOC-Floyd Valley. Over to Lusink, who had checked in the game. I missed that. Addie Lusink, a sophomore, and she hits a 3. Lusink shoots 42% from the three-point line. Very good three-point shooter on the year. And that's another turnover on the Lions. Alexis Austin, Kaylee Floyd will check in here for Central Lyon, as Jansma and Weiler will get a break. Jeltema thought about the 3, got it back over to Potabom. Lions will look to trap Potabom. Good help defense there by the Lions, and that's going to be a jump ball. And Lions have the possession arrow. So good decision there by the Lion defenders to jump the Potabom there on the screen. A little 1-3-1, or not press, but 1-3-1 zone employed here by MOC-Floyd Valley. They leave Addison Clostebor wide open in the corner. Not something you probably want to do, as Addison Clostebor shoots 44% from the three-point line on the season. And she has 10 points already here in the first quarter. Good pick and roll attempt there by MOC-Floyd Valley. Unable to get it in, but that was number 12, Vanderwerf, on the steal. And that long rebound will go down to Lusink. That's stolen away by the Lions. And here comes Central Lyon on the fast break. Good hesitation by Afton Schlumbaum. Takes it up, no good, but Dustin Hugedorn up, and she'll get the chance for the three-point play. So back into the game for the Dutch, Immiker and Holstein. Dion Jansma come back in for the Lions. And 17-7 lead now for the Lions. That's Immiker, triple teamed, kicks it out to Klein Hesselink. Lusink with it now. That one thrown away by Vanderwerf. Back into the game for the Dutch, Lily Fleming. Very young team. The Dutch only really play one senior. The rest are underclassmen. Weiler back into the game for the Lions as well. Lions get it to Addison Clostebor. That one blocked. And looking for a run out now are the Dutch. That's Klein Hesselink. No good. And foul will be called on the shot attempt there by Amanda Holstein. Foul will be on Kaylee Floyd. Second team foul on the Lions. First personal foul there on Floyd. Our stat guys catching a mistake here on the scoreboard. You guys can't see it at home, but the foul on the scoreboard says 14. Central Lyon does not have a 14. Should have been 24. So score clock operator Ron Bogard calling the officials over to make sure that we get that corrected. Free throws up by Holstein are both good. Holstein shoots 77%. The team, very good free throw shooters, are the Dutch, 70% overall this season as a team. Leading the way is Immiker, at 85%. Now Lions looking to get back in the scoring ways, and we're going to have a hold call here, probably on whoever is guarding Addison Clostebor, as they are face guarding her. And Clostebor will check out and let Schlumbum come in. That foul was on 15, Lily Fleming. Lions unable to get it in. Stolen away there by Lusink. And Lusink has it knocked out of bounds by Weiler. Jeltema back into the game now for the Dutch. Potabom over to Fleming, now over to Jeltema. And almost stolen away by Central Lyon, as that one, Fleming was falling, kind of threw it and caught Riley Weiler off guard, as she was unable to control that one. Back over to Potabom now. She goes behind the back, gets it to Fleming, and Fleming travels this time. .23.5 seconds left here in the first quarter, so the shot clock is off. Lions will have the opportunity to shoot one if they so choose. Checking in the game, back into the game, will be Elin Vanderwerf. Looks like the Lions will hold for one here. Two leading scorers on the bench right now for the Lions, or on the season at least, Clostebor and Hugedorn. Alexis Austin has that one blocked. Potabom from half court, off the back iron. Good attempt there by Madison Potabom. But that'll do it for the first quarter. Lions with the 17-9 lead. We'll be back with more basketball action here on the CL Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
Back here in Rock Rapids, the Dutch will start with the ball here for the second quarter. Make sure we take an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin Company PC, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Defaults Insurance and Real Estate. Immaker, a little handoff there to Potabom, at least they attempted to. Lions get that one up to Schlumbum. Schlumbum over to Clostebor, and Addison Clostebor with another three. That was right in front of us here. At least the perfect angle for us. Addison leading all scorers tonight with 13 so far. Hugedorn leads and rebounds with 2 for the Lions. Immaker on the drive, no good, and the rebound will go out to Fleming. That one no good. Rebound down to Afton Schlumbum. And nice court awareness by Schlumbum, and great job by Desta Hugedorn to run the floor. She goes up, controls the ball, takes the contact. You see here on the replay, puts it in, and she'll go to the line to shoot an and one opportunity. That one short, way short. Just a 62% free throw shooter on the season. Lions full court press here, knocked out of bounds by Weiler. Almost stolen there for a second. I thought Klossborg was going to get her hand on it. The Dutch get it in. Jeltema will get things started here. There's Potabom, baseline. Over to Holstein. Holstein kicks it out to Jeltema. And that one's stolen away by Weiler. Lions will set their offense here. Nice slip screen by Hagedorn, but unable to hold on to it is Desta Hagedorn. She'll turn the ball over. As Addie Lusink checks back into the game for MOC-Floyd Valley. She gives Vanderwerf a break. Jeltema will get things started here for MOC-Floyd Valley. Nice take by Jeltema. And the freshman with her first 2 points of the evening. So the Lions hold the leading scorer for the Dutch to no points in the first quarter. Jump ball is the call, and I do believe possession arrow is in favor of the Lions. Imiker will check back in. Gives Fleming a break. 6:01 remaining here. Lions at the 11-point lead. Get it into Weiler. Now Schlumbum will set the offense. And Afton Schlumbum, left-handed layup is good. That one no good for Jeltema. Here come the Lions on offense. Klosterboer, NBA three. That one up and in. Unofficially up here, Caleb Quaker and Mason Herbert doing our stats have Klosterboer 3 for 4 from behind the arc. As Holstein gets a good pass and gets that one up and in. Nice backdoor cut from Weiler. Reverse layup, no good. And a double dribble. Back into the game is Peyton Klein-Hesselink for the Dutch. Alexis Austin back in the game for Lions, and making her first appearance tonight, Ashlyn Davis for Central Lyon. Weiler, high post there. Nothing going. Davis gets it over to Austin. Cut by Jansma, right-handed there, rejected. As Davis swings it over to Schlumbum. Schlumbum will take the three. That was a step or two behind the arc. No good, but Jeltema come down with the rebound. Weiler will pester Jeltema and called for the weak foul out top. Third team foul on the Lions. First personal on Riley Weiler. That one stolen away by Schlumbum. Schlumbum up and in. And Jeltema has that one knocked out of bounds. Good job there by the Dutch getting it in. Potabom brings it up, but she kind of loses it. Luckily, Emiker gets her hands on it. That one stolen away by the Lions there. Jansma and Austin both thought the other one was going to get the ball. For a second, MOC almost got it. Nice cut there. Davis now, 10-footer, no good, and Potabom down with the rebound. Nice move there by Madison Potabom. Lefty gets it up and in. Ashlyn Davis, a three-point attempt, no good. It was Weiler on the rebound. Little zone being played here. Looks like maybe a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone. And foul will be called. I believe that foul was on Klein Hesselink. Waiting for the scoreboard to update with who that was on. Yes, it was. So Peyton Klein Hesselink picks up her first personal foul. 5 team fouls on the Dutch so far. Klosterboer let the three fly, no good, and rebound will go to Desta Hugedorn. Desta no good, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no good again. And here come MOC-Floyd Valley. And Elin Vanderwerf with a three. Floyd with it in the corner, goes baseline, and she will be fouled. And Klein Hesselink will pick up her second. Jeltema and Holstein back into the game for the Dutch. Nice high-low action. Austin to Hugedorn. Hugedorn misses. And Potabom comes down with the rebound. Madison Potabom looking to push. That's Emiker, takes a baseline, no help. Oh, Emiker too hard, too strong, but that's one will be stolen back by Madison Potabom. And Maya Emiker called for the charge. Back into the game, Lily Fleming, junior. Klosterboer now at the point, has that one stolen away. Potabom goes high off the glass, trying to go over Hugedorn, unable to get that one down. The Lions now will reset, set up their offense. This zone has caused the Lions a little bit of trouble. Good chance. Good find there. Floyd from her knees finds Hugedorn, and Desta Hugedorn with the two-pointer, and she'll go to the line for another opportunity at an and one. So Schlumbaum will come back into the game for the Lions. And Desta has that one up and in. Lusink will back into the game for MOC-Floyd Valley. Minute 26 here. Lions lead by 14. Potabom pushes ahead, and that one off the hands of Emiker. Almost crashes into our courtside camera. Luckily, did not. I try my best to get it as far in the corner as possible, but yet able to see when we're in whichever team is shooting free throws on that end. This half, it's the Dutch. Haven't had a whole lot of action, as I don't think they've shot a free throw yet this game. You know, they're 2 for 2, I guess. And Hugedorn back up, and she'll go back to the line. Hugedorn, first one up and in. Vanderwerf into the game. And the second one in as well for Desta Hugedorn. Hugedorn with 10 points. And 5 rebounds so far in this first half. Under a minute now to go. Vanderwerf gets it over to Fleming. MOC playing more of a 5-out, and Fleming has that one no good, and Hugedorn down with the rebound. Wide open down low, Alexis Austin. Alexis Austin has it blocked out of bounds by Addison Jeltema. And up and in. Sorry, I've been pronouncing Jeltema wrong all night. Thank you to Joel Bunt from MOC-Floyd Valley, one of the teachers over there. Part-time tech guy. Well, used to be part-time tech guy. That one, Fleming, is fouled. I believe, yes, that'll be on Afton Schlumbum. So thank you to Mr. Joel Bunt. Man of many talents is Mr. Bunt over at the wrestling earlier, the wrestling double duel that was at Orange City earlier this year. I heard Joel do the national anthem. So, and unfortunately Vanderwerf there, she left the lane when the shooter already had the ball. So that is a lane violation. So it will be no shot there, and the Lions will get the possession here as they have a chance to take the last shot of the half. Austin has it stolen away, and now MOC-Floyd Valley with a run out. And at the buzzer, Addie Lusink gets the layup and makes it 36-21. That'll be our halftime score as we head to halftime. I want to thank you all for listening. We'll be back with our halftime interview with our senior, and then some halftime highlights put together by our game producer, Jason Heiser.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community-minded.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today, I'm joined by Ashlyn Murray. Ashlyn, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's start in the classroom. What is your class schedule like this semester?
Definitely isn't easy. First hour I start out with government with Mr. Docker. Then I go to advanced math, and then I have single survival. Then I have a college class. I'm taking Comp 2. And then I go to physics, Spanish, anatomy, and then I end my day in the weight room with lifting.
All right, busy schedule. Now, obviously, you're a senior here at Central Lyon and on the basketball team. Tell us a little bit about how the basketball team is doing this year.
We are doing very well. We are actually 10-0. We have a game tonight, and yeah, we're just doing super well and hope to continue that through the season.
All right. Besides basketball, what other things are you involved in?
I am involved with the dance team. I play golf here at school. I'm in FCCLA book club, and outside of school, I am part of the Reformed Church.
All right. And what are some of the team goals that you guys have this year?
Well, for every game, we have usually 3 goals, and that's like stop them on defense or stop so-and-so. But I think our big one is try to get to the well, prove ourselves again that we can do it.
All right. What about yourself? What are some individual goals you have for this season?
I'd say just push my teammates in practice, be a good teammate, kind of be like everyone's cheerleader and cheer everybody on.
All right. Been involved with basketball for a while now. What advice do you have for the younger players?
I'd say play your hardest, but mostly have fun. It's definitely, with Coach Grafing, it's such a fun environment, and especially the girls are fun to be around.
All right. Now we are in the second semester already. What your plans are for next year?
I plan to attend the University of Iowa to major in nursing, specifically pediatrics.
All right. Now, what do you like best about being part of the basketball team, or maybe what's a favorite memory you have?
I really just love the atmosphere, the girls, the coaches. Everyone is so fun. Definitely one of my favorite memories is going to the well with all the girls and the bus rides and just getting to stay in a hotel with all my best friends.
All right. Well, Ashley, I want to thank you for joining us today. And now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services, including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Seaperda Foltz Insurance and Real Estate in Rock Rapids, Iowa, if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
And back here at Central Lyon High School as we get set to start the third quarter. Some halftime stats for you. MOC-Floyd Valley shooting 8 for 22 from the field for 36%, 2 for 6 from behind the arc. They are 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Dutch is Addie Lusink with 5 points, and leading rebounder is Lily Fleming. Lions, on the other hand, are 14 of 31 for 45% from the field. They are shooting 4 for 11 from the three-point line. 4 for 5 from free throws. Leading scorer for the Lions is Addison Klossmore with 16 points, and Desta Hugedorn leads the Lions with 6 rebounds. The Dutch will start with the ball. That's Yeltema, has it knocked away, stolen away now by Schlumbum. That one right at Hugedorn's feet, and Potabom will finally come away with it. Gets it over to Fleming. Fleming, nobody guards her, takes a jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebound there. That was Imiker. Now that is Potabom with a 3. And Schlumbum, it goes right at Yeltema. And Schlumbum, the first 2 points of the half for the Lions. Remind everyone, we'll be back on the air next Tuesday, January 24th. Basketball versus Boyden Hall. As that one's stolen away there by Riley Weiler. Last home game on a Friday for the season here for Central Lyon, at least for the regular season. Nice cut there. Weiler gets it from Schlumbum, and Riley Weiler with the 2-point buckets. Podmom over to Holstein. Now to Imiker. Podmom thought about that one. She made the first one of the half. Holstein will go baseline. Throws it up wildly, but gets her own rebound, puts it up, and is fouled. And again, the Dutch leave the lane while the shooter has the ball. That's the second time that's happened this game. At least I think that's what happened. I was actually talking to Charlie Peterson, who's running the video board right now for the people in the gym. Nice take there by Dion Jansma, as we have something going not correct with the video board that he wants me to take a look at when I get a chance. Yeltema now, step back 3, a little short, and Hugedorn down with the rebound. Schlumbum now leads it up, kicks back to Edison Klossbor. Klossbor from the top of the key, no good. Potabom with the rebound. She'll lead things up here for MOC-Floyd Valley. This time, Potabom uses the right hand, no good. Ball gets tipped around, and Desta Hugedorn will be out with it. The junior center / forward brings that one up for the Lions. Not really what Coach Grafing wants. That one out of bounds off of Hugedorn. Yeltema being guarded by Klosterboer. Little picket fence ran for Potabom, in and out. No good. Rebound was down to Hugedorn. That one pushed ahead by Klosterboer, thrown away by Weiler. Potabom now will go. Stops here in the lane. Got to get rid of it. She's going to be called for 3 seconds. Gets it out to Imiker. No good. Rebound is corralled there by Afton Schlumbum. Schlumbum tried to get it over Hugedorn, unable to handle it though, and saved from going out of bounds was that one by Dion Jansma. Klosterboer get a screen by Weiler. Jansma cutting the basket, in and out. Rebound down to Yeltema. Otterbaum goes baseline, cut off by the Lions, and she tries to kick it out to Yeltema, but it's stolen away there by Addison Klosterboer. 4 minutes ago here in this quarter. Lions with the 18-point lead. Up and under. Attempt there by Afton Schlumbum, and she is fouled on the shot attempt. Foul was called on number 40, Amanda Holstein. Schlumbum, 47% free throw shooter on the year. Makes one of two. Timeout called by Coach Gustafson. Full timeout, we'll take it with them as you're watching Lions basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Back here in Rock Rapids as we get set to resume here. Remind everyone, we'll be back on the air Tuesday. Boys and girls doubleheader versus Boyden Hall. I am trying to fix what is wrong here with our video board. I do know what is wrong, which is half the problem. Pottebaum. Get the offense started here for MOC-Floyd Valley. Knocked out of bounds by Klosterboer. That one up no good. Rebound it is to Klosterboer. That one blocked again. Out of bounds this time. And up and in is for Alexis Austin. And Austin misses. That one short and out of bounds. Lion basketball. Hagedorn with a nice move, and she gets the layup. 22-point lead now for Lions. Three-pointer good. That was Lusink again, I do believe. Stolen away there by Potabom. And she has it stolen back by Austin. Hagedorn with the layup. Up and good. Rebounded there was to Austin, no good. Rebound now to Yeltima. Yeltima kicks it to Potabom. Potabom for three, and Potabom. 2 threes. Coach Gustafson will take a timeout. As I am still trying to fix something with the video board here. I do believe I have it fixed, and I will get back to my main job after this timeout. Everything doesn't always go 100% according to plan when you run these broadcasts. Lions will inbound here. Throw that one away. And a foul will be called on Austin. Second team foul. Lusink will inbound here as the Dutch trail by 18, under a minute to play. Yeltima with it out top. Kicks that one to Ellen Vanderwerf. Now Fleming will go on the dribble drive, runs right into Kaylee Floyd, and Floyd gets the charge. That is the second charge she has drawn, I do believe, this game, as Kaylee Floyd, the senior, helping out in ways that aren't always recorded down in a stat book. And we'll see sets a press up, and Weiler will travel there. So shot clock will go off. Lions now will set up in the full court press. Yeltima now has 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Over to Vanderwerf. Out to Fleming now. Imiker tried baseline, got cut off. Down to 8 seconds. Fleming has that one blocked by Alexis Austin, and now the Lions, 2. Three-quarter court shot from Clostebor. No good. So Lions, with a 9-12 quarter, extend their lead to 18. And we'll head to the fourth quarter as you're watching Lions basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local pizza ranch.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
Back here at Central Lyon as we get set to start our fourth and final quarter. Lions will start with the ball, up 18. Thank Dave Ackerman for the kind words and the text. Let me know he's watching. Drop us a comment in the chat box or send me a text. Let us know where you're watching from. Clostebor, long three-point attempt. Addison Clostebor up to 19 points now. She leads all scorers. Again, thank my helpers up here. Jason Heiser running the broadcast for everyone. And then in the gym, Jackson Pilecki running the video board. Caleb Quaker and Mason Herbert running the stats for the people here in the gym to see, and then also for me to see, to give to you guys at home, as that one, it was off of Schlumbum's foot. Audrey Weiler, grandmother of Riley Weiler, watching. Bud and Audrey watching from Florida. Gonna go venture and say they might have a little less snow down there than we do here in upper northwest Iowa. So I can barely see over the snow piles on the side of my driveway when I back the car out of the driveway now. Even a little bit of snow becomes a huge workout as the piles are so big. You gotta either scoop the snow up, walk it 10 feet and get rid of it, or you gotta throw it 10 feet in the air. Jansma with a three. Deion Jansma with her first three-pointer of the evening. And up and in for Holstein as she is fouled by Riley Weiler. Weiler's second personal foul, the third personal foul on the team. Both teams with 3 fouls. Amanda Jorth watching from home with her daughter Lily. As that one from Holstein up and in. Holstein is a 77% free throw shooter on the season. A little high-low action the Lions are looking for there. Nice dribble drive there by Schlumbum. She gets it over to Desta Hugedorn. And Hugedorn makes it a 23-point ball game. That one tipped away by Hugedorn. She's going to chase it down, and Desta will get the layup. Also want to thank Joel Bunt and Wendell Campman on helping me with some pronunciation. That's what I get for not getting everything done on time today during the school day. I had to come back and finish a couple of things for the broadcast. I didn't get a chance to go over and talk to anybody on the MOC-Floyd Valley bench about pronunciations. I usually try and do that, as when you have a name yourself that's somewhat not hard to pronounce, but just pronounced wrong often, I try to make sure I get the names correct as much as possible. Jansma has that one blocked, and Yeltsma will get the rebound. I'll wait to see. It's got to be at least 6 or 7 blocks for MOC-Floyd Valley on the game. Nice move there. Hallstein up with the left-hander. Makes it a 21-point ball game with 5 minutes to go. Some stats I can see here on the computer right in front of me as Klosterboer, no good on the three-point attempt. Up and in, though, is Dessa Hugedorn on the putback. So I have to wait for the video board to update with some of those team stats. I'm going to say that our stat keepers are not giving blocks when they should. They only have the Dutch down for 3 blocks. I'm going to say that's probably been close to at least 5. As they've been very active with their hands when the Lions are down low. Yeltima has that one blocked by Hugedorn. And she attempted a little step-through move. But Yeltima almost with the steal. Euro move by Afton Schlumbum. And Afton goes up with the right hand on the left-hand side and makes the basket to make it a 25-point lead. So halfway through the fourth quarter here. Holstein wanted the ball down low as she had Hugedorn sealed, but by the time MLC got it to her, Hugedorn had gotten around her. Jansbun, three-pointer no good. Hugedorn up with the left hand, and Desta Hugedorn. 22 points and 11 rebounds, another double-double here for Desta Hugedorn. As she is almost averaging a double-double. She averages 17.6 points per game and 9.5 rebounds. For most of the year, up until the last couple games, she was averaging a double-double. So trying to get back past that 10 rebound mark per game average. There's Holstein. Kind of lost that one as she went up with it, but got her own rebound. And that second attempt is up and in. One of the basketballs from the halftime entertainment is onto the court. I do believe it was Coach Grafing's son who sits on the end of the bench. It was the ball he was playing with that fell on the court, and he got a little talking to by his mother about paying attention. Mass substitutions here for the Lions now in. Ashlyn Murray, Mariah Gerleman, Alexis Austin, Ashlyn Davis, and Kaylee Floyd as a travel is called. Lions up 25 with 2:54 to go. Make sure, once again, we thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, the Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Foltz Insurance and Real Estates. Dutch will maintain possession. Upcoming events here on the CL Broadcast Network. Tuesday, January 24th, we have a boys and girls basketball doubleheader versus Boyden Hall. Then Saturday, January 28th, I will be doing the conference wrestling tournament in Sioux Center. That is a 10 a.m. start. We will be broadcasting all formats for all 8 teams. Tune in, and don't worry, you won't have to listen to me talk about wrestling. I'll have someone else do that. I'll just produce everything for everyone, as the travel is called. And then Tuesday, January 31st, we will have another boys and girls basketball doubleheader versus Sioux Center. The end of January and the first time that Central Lyon and Sioux Center will play each other. Play each other twice in, I believe, 8 or 9 days, as the first time that one was postponed due to weather, much like a lot of games, postponements and cancellations so far this year. Travel is called there by Davis. MOC-Floyd Valley will be back in action on Tuesday, January 24th, as they will be at home versus West Lyon. Both teams off until then. Vanderwerf with it now. Over to Lusink. That's Emiker being guarded by Georgie Ordakova now, who checked in the game. And Emiker, right hand, no good. Up and in. Maya Emiker. She will get the bucket and go to the line for a 3-point opportunity. Remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start a live broadcast. Even the Dutch fans, go ahead and do that, as makes it a little bit easier to find the broadcast when you know that MOC-Floyd Valley is playing Central Lyon in any activity, whatever that activity is, sport is, I should say. as we do broadcast all of our activities. But obviously, you probably don't care about our concerts. As that one up and in is Ashlyn Murray, who was our senior Lions Den video. Actually recorded that on Monday, as we were supposed to be at home on Monday versus Adrian Ellsworth, but Adrian Ellsworth had to cancel. And that will be no good by Vanderwerf, but she is fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Vanderwerf misses the first one, a 61% free throw shooter on the year. As Maggie McEwen, number 20, will check in for the Dutch, and Danica Hugedorn will check in for Lions. That one up and in for Ellen Vanderwerf. So Hugedorn over to Murray. Murray has that one stolen away by Vanderwerf. Loose sink now over to McEwen. That one almost stolen. That is Alyssa Vorthemes, and she will be fouled on the shot attempt. The 5'3" senior looking to make her first free throw of the season. And that one off the front iron. As Addison Dalma will check in. That second one up and in. So Vorthemes with her first, looks like her first points of the season. So congratulations to her. Hugedorn looking for a little pick and roll with Murray, nothing going. She gets it over to Odekoven. Odekoven over to Boonder, and Boonder shuffles her feet there before she can get started with her dribble. That one on the, oh, that was not tipped. I thought that Aubrey Metzger got her hand on the dump down attempt there, but it was ruled that no touch, so Lions will take control here. Hugedorn up with the layup, and Danica Hugedorn gets in the scoring column, the freshman. That is her first made field goal of the season. She had a couple free throws and last week, I do believe. That one poked away by Hugedorn, by Odekoven. Metzger with the steal. Boonder gets it over to Hugedorn, and Danica Hugedorn will just hold the ball here. Lions will get the 68-44 victory. They move to 12-0 overall, 11-0 in conference action. MOC-Floyd Valley will fall to 6-8 overall and 6-6 in Siouxland Conference play. Lions are led in scoring by Desta Hugedorn with 22. Amanda Holstein led the way for the Dutch with 13. Hugedorn also led all rebounders with 11. And Yeltima with 7 was the leading rebounder for MOC-Floyd Valley. We will take a short break here to get reset as we get ready for the boys' game. As it should be a doozy, as the number 1 team in Class 2A, Central Lyon, will take on the number 2 ranked team in Class 3A, MOC-Floyd Valley. We're back in a few minutes. Until then, I'm Jeff Cruz. You're watching Lions basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
.62, Coach, 62. we're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Hello and welcome back to Central Line High School as we are getting set for the boys portion of this doubleheader. Let's take a look at some team comparison and stats. MOC-Floyd Valley comes into tonight's matchup 11-1 overall. I believe they are 9-1 in Siouxland Conference play. Lions are 10-0 overall, 9-0 in Siouxland Conference play. MOC-Floyd Valley averages 72.7 points per game. They shoot 56% from the field, average 27.9 rebounds per game, 15.8 assists, 8.3 steals. They also shoot 72% from the free throw line, and they average 10.4 turnovers per game. Lions, on the other hand, average 77.9 points per game. They shoot 51% from the field. They average 38 rebounds, 15.2 assists, and 10.1 steals. They also shoot 67% from the field and average 11.2 turnovers. Earlier today, I had the chance to sit down and talk with Coach Ben Gerlman about tonight's game. We'll have that interview now. Welcome back to the pregame show. We're being joined now by Central Line Boys head coach Ben Gerlman. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Coach, let's start by talking about the game from Tuesday. We were over at Sheldon. Lions got the 79-33 win. How did the team play in that one?
We actually came out and played really well, especially the first half. Defensively, did a lot of nice things, which led to a lot of transition points. They play a goofy, I shouldn't say goofy defense, but a defense different than what most teams play. So philosophically, they're a little different. And I thought the first time we played them, it turned into a lot of one-on-one, which, I mean, obviously we got kids that can do that, but I thought this past game with them, we did a better job of running the floor, playing in transition, and getting ball movement off of it, and just had a nice time getting easy shots most of the first half.
Yeah, watching the game, it kind of felt like Sheldon was trying to slow the game down, and I thought the Lions did a good job in transition when we could, but also good half-court sets when they did force us to slow down.
We just did a nice job of. I harp on the kids about playing the game the right way, and so we got good ball movement. We shared the basketball, and we got 3 really, really talented players to go along with a lot of other really good players. So, we benefited a lot around the basket. Andrew Austin had a big night, especially in the first half. And so, all in all, it was just a really good game. It's one of those games that it's like it kind of scares you, but it's more just a road trip than anything. So it was good to get it over with.
And that leads us into tonight, MOC-Floyd Valley. Lions won the first meeting this year in overtime, 77-72. What are we going to see from the Dutch tonight?
Oh, dude, it's going to be one fun night.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun night for a lot of reasons. As far as the boys basketball game is concerned, it's going to be maybe the best game in our conference for the season. Just both teams are really good, first off, and both teams like to score.
Yeah.
MOC, I think, they are number 1 in 3A in scoring, and I think they're the second highest scoring team in the state for any class.
Mm-hmm.
And we are right behind them. So it should be a really fun night. Both teams like to score. I think defensively we might have a little bit of an advantage, so hopefully we can take care of that end. And I think we're probably the stronger rebounding team, but it's going to be a fun night. They can really shoot it, and they score it. I mean, they shoot 55% overall from the field and almost 48% from 3. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really difficult game. But I'm hoping that our kids come out focused and ready to play. And if that's the case, I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, I was getting ready with stats and whatnot for the night and writing, typing up some of the stats for each of the individual players. And then for the team, I was like, well, they shoot the ball really well.
They really do. The Corver kid he's a very, very good shooter, and he will shoot it from way deep. I mean, you might see him shoot 2 or 3 shots from 27, 28 feet tonight.
Yeah.
But even they're not their main guys, but like the Albers kid who is a sophomore. His role is really as a shooter and a role player. I mean, he's shooting close to 50%. He's a very good shooter. The Van Kalsbeek kid has really worked on that. He's become a really good perimeter shooter, and he's a matchup nightmare as it is, just because he's that talented of a player. Right. So, again, I'm excited for tonight. I'm ready to just get down there and sit in the front row and just watch. I mentioned to the kids that this is the first time in the 20-plus years I've been coaching the Student Conference that we'll have the top 6 scorers in the conference all on the floor at the same time.
Interesting. Yeah, and I was thinking about it today too. Growing up here, I don't think I've ever seen. I know I've never seen it in this gym for sure. But number 1 versus number 2 ranked team in the regular season.
Yeah.
Granted, we're different classes, so
right.
Obviously you don't usually see it in the same class ever because it doesn't usually work out like that. But it also doesn't usually work out like that even with different classes.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. I mean they're second in 3A. We're obviously first in 2A. And whether those rankings are right or not, who knows? I mean, yes, we're approaching the end of the season, but yet it feels like we're only halfway through it. So there's a lot of basketball left to be played, and this is just one of those games. But it's an important game just for both of us moving forward, ranking wise, to try to get into and stay into the top 8 rankings.
Yes.
Come tournament time. So it's an important game for both teams.
And also important in terms of just being competitive with each other. Both teams have had some pretty big blowouts. I mean, it's not when we go through all the stats and look at the scores. I think I saw MOC put up 100 against Okoboji and like 90 maybe in another game.
Yeah.
And we've been in the high 70s and low 80s. So and not like you're playing 2-point games at that when you're that high.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be, in that sense, it'll be good for both teams because I think they're I think their point differential is like 24, 25 points a game, and ours is at like 32.
Yeah.
So both teams really do need this game. I think both teams need to play in a close game that's going to be super competitive, and I think it's going to be. I think the first time we played them, it was anywhere from a 5 to 7 point deficit for either team.
Yeah.
The whole game, and never got worse than that. And so it could very well be that again tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to calling it and watching it from up here. What will be some of the keys for the Lions to come away with that victory tonight?
Well, the big one is to take away the 3-point line if we can. It's really hard to do because they've, a lot of times we'll have four pretty good shooters out there, so it makes it difficult. But we're going to have to take care of defending the 3-point line and just getting them to take tough shots that are inside that. But if we can do that, if we will win the rebounding battle and somehow get more second chance points than they do, I think both teams will handle the ball fine. I think both teams will handle pressure. I think your turnovers are probably going to be a wash. And so if that's the case and the turnovers are a wash, it's going to come down to, can we prevent them from getting a ton of threes, and can we rebound the ball? If we can rebound the ball, we get to get out and run. And athletically, I think we've got a slight advantage on them running the floor. And so that's going to be a big key.
Well, hopefully the Lions can do those little things well, and when it comes to really equal teams, a lot of times it is those little things, getting to the loose balls, getting the rebound you shouldn't get, preventing a turnover or forcing a turnover. Hopefully the Lions can get all the little things done tonight and come away with a victory.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for taking some time to join us today, and we'll be back with more of a pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community-minded.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carry-out and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
Welcome back to Rock Rapids, as we are just about 90 seconds away from the starting lineups here for this boys portion of the game. Let's take a look at the last 5 games for both of these teams. MOC-Floyd Valley 5-0 in their last 5. They have wins at home versus Boyden Hall and Sheldon. Wins on the road at Sibley-Cheatham 90-52, at Lamar 69-57, and at Okoboji 101-48. Lions also 5-0 in their last 5. A win last week here, a win this past Tuesday. That was 72-27. That's a girls' game. A win at Sheldon, A win at home versus Okoboji. A win at home versus West Lyon. Then the first game back from break, we had a win at Rock Valley, 59-42. And then right before Christmas break, a win at home versus Sibley-Cheatham. Series history between these two teams. Both have won 5 of the last 10 games in this series. Central Lyon getting that first meeting of the year by a 77-72 score in overtime. Looking at the Siouxland Conference standings for the boys, Central Lyon and MOC both in first and second respectively, followed by West Lyon, Sioux Center, George Little Rock, Rock Valley, Okoboji, Boyden Hall, Sheldon, and then Sibley-Cheatham. As I said earlier, Central Lyon is the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A, and MOC is the number 2 ranked team in Class 3A, the IHSSA, Iowa High School Athletic Association, coming out with their rankings this year for the first time. Let's take a look at the key players of the game. First, for the MOC-Floyd Valley Dutch, it'll be the junior number 42, Jesse Van Kalsbeek. Van Kalsbeek averages 18.6 points per game, shoots 56% from the field, averages 6.2 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 1.2 steals. Van Kalsbeek leads the team in scoring and rebounds. For the Lions, It's senior number 14, Zach Lutmer. Lutmer averages 19.7 points per game, shoots 56% from the field, averages 5.8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3.1 steals per game. Lutmer is a team leader in scoring, assists, and steals, and he is third in rebounds. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for each of these teams, starting with MOC-Floyd Valley. Their lineup will go like this. Number 2, a junior, Tyson Vass. Number 3, a sophomore, Blake Albers. Number 11, a senior, Aiden Klein. Number 42, a junior, Jesse Van Kalsbeek. And number 44, a senior, Luke Corver. For your Central Lyon Lions, they look like this. Number 3, a senior, Josh Alberts. Number 4, a junior, Reese Vanderzee. Number 14, senior, Zach Lutmer. Number 15, senior, Andrew Austin. And number 24, a sophomore, Ephraim Hofertz. Once again, remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start our live broadcasts. And follow Central Lyon on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news. Not sure if Coach Gerlin mentioned it in the interview or if we just talked about it off air, but the top 6 scorers in the conference here tonight. As Central Lyon senior Zach Lutmer leads all scorers in the conference with 19.7. Van Kalsbeek second in the conference, 18.6. And then Vanderzee and Austin tied for third with 18.2. Klein at 18.3. And also Corver at 17.9. So those are the 6 leading scorers in the conference. Lions win the tip, and they'll start with the ball. There's Lutmer on the drive, left-hand floater, good. Van Kalsbeek will get things started here for the Dutch. Albers over to Corver. That one might have been tipped by Josh Albert as it was a little short. Albert over to Vanderzee. Now Lutmer swings it to Hofert. Cross court to Andrew Austin, and Austin's called for the travel. Klein with it now. Back over to Van Kalsbeek. Corver now being guarded by Josh Albert. Vass gets it over to Klein. Good ball movement here by the Dutch. Klein will go on the dribble. And a foul will be called on Lutmer. So Lutmer at the first foul of the game. Dutch getting into Van Kalsbeek as they reset with a new shot clock. That is number 2, Tyson Vass. No good. Oh no, that was good, sorry. As I looked down to make sure I had the right name. Wasn't sure if he got that one or if Van Kalsbeek had got the putback. Albert dumps down to Andrew Austin. Skip to Hofert, over to Lutmer. Lutmer will go baseline. And a blocking call is going to be called on number 3, Blake Albers. And Lutmer will go to the line for a 3-point play. Lutmer, no good. Rebound down to Corver. Swinging over to Klein. Skip pass now. Albers. That one almost too far for Albers. The Dutch will dump it down. That was Corver, and he is short as he has about a 4-inch height advantage on Josh Albert, but you won't find any more tougher than Josh. Efrenhofer from the corner, no good. Van Kalsbeek down with it. There's Aiden Klein. And Klein, uncontested layup. So Klein ties it up at 4. There is Reese Vanderzee, and Reese Vanderzee bumped. Oh, that will be called on the ground. Very tightly called here, but fouls on both teams for little things just like that. Lions throw that one away on the inbound. Since nobody touched it, the Dutch have to take it out of bounds right back where the Lions were inbounding. So Corver over to Albers, and Van Kalsbeek loses it out of bounds. So Lutmer will walk it up here for the Lions as they get their offense set. Dutch play tough man-to-man. 6-footer in and out for Lutmer. Rebound down to Van Kalsbeek. And another very touchy foul. 3 of the 4 fouls called tonight so far have been just like that. As Vanderzee picks up his first, second on each team now. And Van Kalsbeek gets that one up and in. As Matt Albert will check in for the Lions. And Amon Langton checks in for the Dutch. Van Kalsbeek shoots it at 80% from the charity stripe on the season. Very good free throw shooting team. As a whole are the Dutch. Langton guards Lutmer, now over to Austin. Matt Albert thought about dumping it down to his brother Josh. Lutmer now. Tried to go alley-oop. Austin wasn't ready for it, but he corrals it and gets the bucket, ties it back up at 6. Albers with it out top, now over to Klein. Klein, long three-pointer. That one's good. Aiden Klein, the senior who just signed to play football at Northwestern this week. Andrew Austin, spinner, and gets it up and in over Van Kalsbeek. And Kalsbeek now. Tried to get that one to Klein, but it runs into Lutmer's leg. And Lutmer. Rebound comes down to basically nobody, and the ball pops out to Andrew Austin, who would be credited with that rebound. Matt Albert gets it over to Josh. Austin has Aiden Klein on him. That's a huge mismatch, as Klein is about 8 to 9 inches shorter than Andrew Austin. And Austin gives the Lions a 10-9 lead. Langton with it. That one's stolen away by Reese Vanderzee. Andrew Austin going to work on Van Kalsbeek off the front of the rim. Klein down the rebound. He'll start the offense here. Albers with it now. They dump it down to Corver, who's guarded by Josh Albert. Albert all up in Corver's grill there. Now Josh Albert for 3, no good. Rebound down to Aiden Klein. And blocked from behind by Josh Albert. Good hustle play there by Albert, as Klein went for the Euro step and never saw him coming. Dumped down too hard, and that will be a turnover on the Lions as Albers corrals it down in the corner. Klein gets it to Van Kalsbeek, guarded by Reese Vanderzee. Spin move, and up and in. Owen Vanderpool will check in for MOC-Floyd Valley as Vanderzee collects his second. I'd look for Coach Gerlman to switch Vanderzee off of Van Kalsbeek. And Van Kalsbeek up and in. So Jesse Van Kalsbeek with 5 quick points. He'll get a breather as Tyson Vass will check back in. Austin back out to Josh Albert. Now Lutmer kicks it to Matt Albert from the corner. No good. Rebound down to Luke Corver. There is Austin Ullman who checked in. And a foul will be called going the other way. And that is on Luke Corver, his first. As Ephraim Hofert will give Vanderzee a break. Three team fouls apiece here for each team. Hofert, shot fake, has it stolen away by Langton. And up and in is Langton with the left hand. Lions look to push. Andrew Austin. Baseline move, up and in, tough angle. Austin makes it work. Vanderpool over to Langton. They get it to Corver down low. Corver, no good. Lutmer down to rebound. Matt Albert now swings it to Josh Albert. Hofer in the corner. Lions get it down to Austin, and Austin's going to be pushed before he even gets the ball. And Vanderpool, the sophomore, third on the team in rebounds, picks up his first foul. Team's fourth. Klein, Van Kalsbeek, and Albers back into the game for MOC-Floyd Valley. Lions just have to get this one in. They'll set their offense now. Under a minute to go. Lutmer trips. .9-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, so MOC will not be able to hold for the last shot. I mean, they could basically hold for the last shot, I guess, but won't be able to run all the time out. As Luke Corver checks back into the game, a little offense for defense here for the Dutch. And Coach Lauren DeYoung. Klein, good pass over to, that was Vass who missed it. Misses the layup. Lions now with the opportunity to hold for one. Josh Albert throws it away. Matt Albert thought he picked the pocket of Van Kalsbeek. Picks up his first foul. Just the team's fourth, though. 6 seconds left, or 5.9 seconds, to be exact. Corver over to Albers. Albers, wild shot, no good. That'll do it for the first quarter. So the Dutch take a 14-12 advantage after the end of the first. We'll be back with more action on the CL Broadcast Network. Good.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
And back to Central Lyon High School as we get set to start the second quarter. Make sure we take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin Company PC, the Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seabird Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. Dutch will start with the ball on a 2-point lead. Looks like both teams will go back to their starters. There's Klein being guarded by Lutmer. Vass now out to Van Carlsbeek, give and go. And Vanderzee with 2 fouls can't really contest that one. And Tyson Vass gets his first 2 points. Or no, sorry, he's got 4 points now. Vanderzee, tough 2-pointer, but he gets it up and in over Van Carlsbeek. Klein, wide open for 3, and Aiden Klein for 3. Klein shoots it 48% from behind the arc. 2 for 2 so far tonight. Reese Vanderzee, hard to the basket. Van Carlsbeek stops and pops good. Andrew Austin wide open for 3, no good. And Klein on the weak side, uncontested rebound. Long 3-pointer by Albers, no good. Now Lutmer with the uncontested rebound. Lutmer floater in the lane and up and in. As to be expected, both teams well below their season average for that first quarter. Long 3-pointer from Corver. And the Dutch are heating up. They extend their lead to 6. Josh Elbert gets it over to Andrew Austin. And Andrew Austin fouled on the way up by Van Carlsbeek. So Andrew Austin had the line to shoot 2. Misses the first one. Owen Vanderpool. And Amon Langton back into the game for the Dutch. Austin, a 70% free throw shooter on the season. Makes 1 of 2. Cuts the lead to 5. Lions need to get a couple stops here on defense. And Coach DeYoung will take a timeout. "30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Remind everyone, upcoming events here on the CL Broadcast Network. Tuesday, January 24th, we have a boys and girls basketball doubleheader versus Boyden Hall. Girls game will get started at 6. We'll be on the air about 5:45. Then Saturday, January 28th, we will be broadcasting the Siouxland Conference Wrestling Tournament from Sioux Center. That is a 10 a.m. start. And then Tuesday, January 31st, a boys and girls basketball doubleheader versus Sioux Center here from the gym. Again, 6 o'clock start time for the girls. This is our last regular season home game on Friday. Friday home game. From here on out, regular season, I do believe we go Tuesday. And then the boys do actually have just a boys game versus Rock Valley, but that is on a Thursday night, last regular season game of the year for the boys. But right now, we've got a good one going. As Klein looking to go 3 for 3, no good, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Corver. Thought for a second the Dutch are playing a zone, but no, they're just really sagging off on the weak side. Lutmer, no good. Down at the rebound is Vanderpool. Klein with it now, back to Van Kalsbeek. Vanderpool sets a screen wide open. Jesse Van Kalsbeek, and he nails it. Van Kalsbeek with 10 points. He leads all scorers tonight. Reese Vanderzee trying to answer. That one's short. Rebound comes down to Klein. Corver in for the layup. 30-second timeout will be taken by Central Lyon. 10-point lead for the Dutch. Next games for both of these teams, they're both off until Tuesday. Central Lyon will be at home versus Boyden Hall, and MOC will be at home versus West Lyon. Then the Lions will be at West Lyon next Friday. And the Dutch will be at home as well next Thursday as they will take on Unity Christian. So they'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So the Lions down by 10. It's a 15-7 run here to start this second quarter. Oh, some hot shooting. Klein's got a 3. Van Kalbeek has a 3, and Corver has a 3 this quarter as we are almost halfway through the quarter. Lutmer will get things started here. Lutmer being held, literally held out there. Andrew Austin turnaround, no good. And Langton high off the board. No idea what's going on here. There'll be a technical foul called on Langton. Must have done a little talking after he made the layup. I'm sure he'll be coming out of the game. So Lutmer will go to the line to shoot the 2 technical free throws. That is the 6th team foul on MOC. So the Lions will now be in the 1-and-1 on the next foul. And Lutmer goes 1 for 2. And because it is a technical foul, the Lions will get the ball at the half court. Their ball anyway. But whenever you shoot a technical, the ball gets inbounded from half court. Lutmer now over to Hofert. Now to Josh Albert. Back to Hofert. Andrew Austin being guarded by Vanderpool. And nice assist there, Lutmer to Josh Albert. And Albert gets it up and in. And good rebound there by Vanderpool, as now all of a sudden the officials are going to let it play as Andrew Austin was real physical and never mind. Blocking foul is called. Wait to see who that one is called on. That is on number 5, Owen Vanderpool, his second, team 7th. So Andrew Austin will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. As Vass will check back in for Vanderpool. Austin's first one up and in. And second one up and in for Austin as well. Back to a 9-point lead here. Lions can't let this one get too far away, as MOC-Floyd Valley very adept at scoring. Multiple guys who can shoot from anywhere in the court. There's one of them. That one is off to the side. As Corver shots almost from the 10-foot line in volleyball. Austin over to Josh Albert, swings it to Matt Albert. Albert's goes for the steal, no good. Zach Lutmer nails the three. And quickly up are the Dutch. And Tyson Vass with the layup there. Not an easy one either, as Vaynersy did try to contest that one. Vaynersy's got 2 fouls. Matt Albert has that one go off his own leg. Oh, maybe we're going to have a change of heart here after the officials talk about it. It's going to be called out of bounds off number 2, Tyson Vass. The Dutch are face guarding Zach Lutmer, causing a little bit of issues here for the Lions to get their offense started. As that one's stolen away. Good play there by Tyson Vass. And that is rejected. Lutmer says, not today, my friend. Aiden Klein, lucky that one didn't hit him in the face as he was on the ground. See if that will light a spark defensively here for the Lions, as they have not had a lot of stops this second quarter. And we'll see already with 21 points in this quarter. Good rebound by Vass. Oh, but that one goes off of Corver's leg. Vaynersy up and in, and Reese Vaynersy. Just 6 points so far for Vaynersy, as he had to sit for most of the first quarter with 2 fouls. Albers with it. No, stolen away now by Vaynersy. Vaynersy, and we'll get the and one. Continuation. Wow. That may have been a little generous towards the Lions, but we'll take it. In his defense, I guess Reese did have the ball picked up in his hands. He didn't take any more dribbles, so I guess that can be called continuation. Vaynersy makes the free throw. Vaynersy, just a 62% free throw shooter, makes that one. And just like that, it's back to a 3-point ball game. Kind of had the feeling that no matter what the lead is, neither one of these teams is going to let this get too far out of control. Vass, that's out to Ullman, and Ullman throws away. And Coach Young will take a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them as you're watching Lions basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
My grandpa came over here. That's why we're here. Just friendly people. The staff, the whole group. Makes you feel like you're part of a family. And if you know a fireman at all, you need a banker. They have their ups and downs, and so do firemen. And they stay with you as long as you're straightforward and honest with them, and they're honest with us, and they're community minded.
Back here in Rock Rapids as we get sets come out of this timeout. Minute 14 left in the first half. Remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start our broadcasts. Make sure I thank our helpers up here, Jason Heiser, who is running the broadcast for you all at home. And then I have Charlie Peterson running the video board, Egan Peterson and Caleb Quaker running stats for us. Thank those guys for helping us. Makes my job a lot easier when I can just look at the computer and I can tell me how many points each person has and rebounds and those sorts of things. Lutmer on the hesitation dribble. Might have hit the side of the backboard on that miss. Kind of hard I'm almost standing behind the backboard, so. Under a minute now. Klein out to Ullman. Back out to Klein. Now Van Kalsbeek. He'll look to drive on Holfert. And a bumping call will be called here on Ephraim Holfert. As Luke Corver will check to set back into the game. Dutch get this one in. And fouled is Klein, but he gets it up and in. Layden Klein will go to the free throw line. Langton will check in for the Dutch, and Reese Vanderzee in for the Lions. Foul is on Josh Elbert, his first 6-team foul. And Klein up and in. Aiden Klein, a 67% free throw shooter on the year. And the shot clock and game clock basically synchronized. And Lutmer is called for being out of bounds. Matt Albert checks into the game. Offense for defense. Lions go. Not sure. I thought Van Kalsbeek was checking in for the Dutch. Maybe he was checking out. Not sure. Alber's in the game. Maybe he was the one that was going in. Got the ball now. Dutch will hold for last shot as they lead by 6. Matt Albert gets over to Ephraim Holfert. Ephraim Holfert for 3, and Holfert at the buzzer. Okay, maybe not the buzzer, but now the buzzer goes off. But Ephraim Holfert with his first 3 points of the game cuts the lead to 38-35 as the Dutch had a 2-point lead to start the quarter and now a 3-point lead here at half as they had a 24-23 quarter as the Dutch won that quarter as well. They extend their lead, but the Lions do. We're down by 12 at one point. Cut it back down to 3 now as we get ready for our halftime. Lyon County Relay for Life is being presented with a check for $600 from the CL Booster Club, so thank you to the Booster Club for that, as it's Color Out Cancer Night here. But we'll be back with an interview with our senior, Ethan Holfert will be our senior, and then some halftime highlights put together by our producer, Jason Heiser, as you're watching.
Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today I'm joined by Ethan Holford. Ethan, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Ethan, let's start in the classroom. What is your class schedule like this second semester?
So first hour, I go to American Government with Mr. Docker. Then second hour, I go to Intro to Early Childhood with Mrs. Christensen. And then third hour, I go to AP Calc with Mr. Wright. Fourth hour, I go to Drawing Studio with Mr. Town. Fifth hour, I go to Physics. And sixth hour, I actually have 2 online college classes. Then seventh hour, I have lifting. And eighth hour, I go to, where did I go to eighth hour? Oh, I go to Novel 2.
Novel, all right. Very busy schedule.
Yeah, it is. It's full.
You're a senior here at Central Lyon, and obviously played basketball.
Yep.
Tell everyone a little bit about how the team is doing.
We're having a pretty good season so far. I mean, we've got some decent competition in the conference, and so we're going to be battle-tested and ready to compete this end of the season.
All right. Almost halfway done with the season. Almost there, even though we're over halfway done with January.
All the snow days.
Almost halfway done. Besides basketball, what else are you involved in?
I'm involved in senior RCYF at First Reformed Church here in Rock Rapids. And then there I also help with like the little kids after school, Club 512 they call it.
All right. And also play football?
Yep.
What about team goals? What team goals have you guys set for yourself this year?
Some team goals we've set are win the conference and then compete this end of the season. Hopefully win a state championship's our main goal.
Yeah, that would be great. A conference championship also would be the first one, and especially if we win it outright. It's been a long time since we've won an outright one, so in either boys or girls. So that'd be great. What about yourself? Any individual goals?
I just want to bring my best self every day to practice, every game we play, and show up, do the work, and hopefully the results follow.
All right. What about you've been around the program for a while. What's some advice that you have for the younger players that are just getting started out?
Some advice I'd have is you may not be the best player out on the court, but just show up, work hard, and the results follow. Just keep going and going.
That's right. Now we are in the downhill part of this school year. Do you know what your plans are for next year?
Most likely I'll be attending SDSU for civil engineering is what I'm looking at right now.
All right, just join the other, seems like dozens of kids that we send to SDSU in some sort of engineering field.
Yep.
What do you like best about being part of the basketball team, or maybe a favorite memory?
What I like best about the basketball team is just close-knit group of guys that likes to hang out and have fun. And favorite memory that I probably have would be last year, state basketball, being down there for like 2 weeks, watch the girls, and then play. It was like a vacation almost.
Yeah, that was a good time. Well, Ethan, I want to thank you for joining us today. And now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility. Hello healthy. Hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Seaperda Foltz Insurance and Real Estate in Rock Rapids, Iowa, if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Welcome back to Rock Rapids. Clear night outside. You see all the snow piled up. We do have a little bit of room there, as you can see a little bit more snow, though not that we want any more snow. Some halftime stats for you. MOC-Floyd Valley shooting 54% from the field, 15 for 28. They are 4 for 8 from three-point line, and they are a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. They are led in scoring by Aiden Klein, and Van Kalsbeek is the leading rebounder with 3. For the Lions, they're shooting 56% from the field. They are 14 for 25. They are just 2 for 8, though, from behind the three-point arc. They are 5 from 8 from the free throw line, which is good for 63%. Their leading scorer is Andrew Austin with 11, and their leading rebounder is Ephraim Hofert with 2. Both squads will start the second half just like they did at the first, with their starters out there. And Andrew Austin, lob. Bump call there on Lutmer. Lutmer's second. First team foul of the half. Albers in the corner, no good. Rebound to Josh Alberts. Albert might be the shortest guy out there. Gets the rebound and a foul called on Albers. Blake Albers would pick up his first, or maybe no, his second foul, I do believe. At least according to our unofficial stats that are being kept by Egan Peterson and Caleb Quaker, a couple 8th graders for us. Keeping the stats. Lutmer gets it over to Josh Albert. Now Andrew Austin gets it to Reese Vanderzee in the corner. Now back over to Andrew Austin. Shot fake, kind of loses that one. Reese Vanderzee finds a wide open Josh Albert, and the Lions retake the lead. First lead for the Lions since early in the first quarter. And not a smart foul there by Reese Vanderzee as he reaches in and he picks up his third. As Coach Grilliman tells him, that was your third. Lions also send a 80% free throw shooter to the line. Shoot 2. First one for Corver up and in. Corver makes both of them. That one's stolen away by Corver. Run out by Albers. And the layup. Sorry about that. I had to say goodbye to my youngest daughter. She is going home. And Klein will be called for the foul. Second foul on Klein. Second team foul as well on the Dutch this half. Lutmer. No good. Rebound down to Corver. Van Kalsbeek gets it over to Klein. That one almost thrown away, but Van Kalsbeek right there to get a hold of it. Klein now off the dribble drive, no good. Rebound to Vanderpool. Or sorry, that was Vass, not Vanderpool. Now Klein, another jumper. This one just inside the three-point line. Again, no good. Austin able to get this rebound. Hofert over to Josh Albert. Swings it back over to Andrew Austin. Austin for a 3, no good. Reese Vanderzee gets the rebound and puts it back up without hitting the ground. And Reese Vanderzee with a 2-pointer. Skip pass to Voss, over to Albers. Stolen away by Lutmer. And Lutmer with a layup. Back to a 1-point lead for the Lions. Vass with it, over to Albers. Klein. And Klein is fouled. So Zach Lutmer picks up his third foul. Aiden Klein, 67% free throw shooter, will go to the line to shoot 3. First one up and good. A couple more people watching. Evan and Linda DeBoer watching all the way from Mesa, Arizona. Say hi to them. They're my sort of neighbors out of the family lake house on Spirit Lake. So hi to Evan and Linda. Jan Gerlman watch the girls' game. That is Coach Gerlman's mother. Roman DeYoung watching, cheering for the Dutch and son. And Amy Kim watching all the way from Bangladesh. They say no snow there. Not the case here in your hometown of Rock Rapids, Amy. Where we probably have about 3 feet of snow where it's not piled up. Vandersey baseline up and in, ties it back at 45. Klein cut off there. Vanderpool sets a screen for Van Kalsbeek. Now they kick it to Vanderpool. Right back to Van Kalsbeek from behind the arc. No good. And Reese Vanderzee gets the rebound. Lutmer wanted Hofert to keep running the floor. Hofert had stopped, and that ball goes out of bounds. Checking into the game for the Dutch, Austin Ullman, 5'10" senior. Langton, skip pass to Ullman. Ullman will drive. This one over to Langton. Now Ullman for 3, and no good. Saved for a second by Van Kalsbeek, but he throws out of bounds. Without Klein in the game, the Lions are content just to guard Korver and Van Kalsbeek closely and let the other 3 Dutch try and score. Josh Elbert now set the offense for the Lions. Over to Vandersey, back to Elbert. Lions a little discombobulated here. Hand off to Lutmer. He gets over to Andrew Austin. Skip pass to Josh Elbert. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Vanderzee skip to Ephraim Hofert. Hofert, 3-pointer, good. And Hofert hits that one right as he gets the ball. The Dutch getting a little hot potato with that ball there. They finally get an offense set here. There's Van Kalsbeek wide open. No good. Ball is tipped out to Andrew Austin, and here comes Lutmer. Lutmer at the rim, no good, and Langton down to rebound. Van Kalsbeek with it, but before he can do anything, a foul, or sorry, not a foul, but a timeout called by Coach DeYoung. Full timeout, so we'll take it with him. You're watching Lions Volleyball here on the CO Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
.62, Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Back here in Rock Rapids. 3:03 left to go in the third quarter. Tight ball game here. Just what we expected. Back and forth game. Dutch have led by as many as 12. This is the biggest lead for the Lions at 3. Ullman over to Klein as he checks back into the ball game. Albers swings to Van Kalsbeek. Klein first. Could have just kept curling. I didn't think he realized how wide open he was going to be there. Kind of surprised himself. Van Kalsbeek comes and gets it. Over to Ullman. Ullman kicks it to Van Kalsbeek. And circus shot, no good by Van Kalsbeek. Lutmer down with the rebound. And Ullman with the quick hands. He gets the steal. And that'll be a charge on Van Kalsbeek. As Van Kalsbeek lowers his shoulder. Ephraim Hofert with it. Over to Josh Albert. Being guarded by Van Kalsbeek. Swings to Matt Albert, and a foul will be called off the ball. That is on number 3, Blake Albers, the sophomore. As they've gone back to face guarding Zach Lutmer. Tyson Vass checks back into the game. It's a third foul on Albers. 4 team fouls on the Dutch. Josh Albert with it. Gets over to Lutmer. Lutmer from way downtown. Zach Lutmer. Now Lutmer 15 points as he leads all scorers. Vass with it over to Klein. Aiden Klein from the same spot where Lutmer just hit his, and now Klein makes a 3, and now Klein is the leading scorer from the ball game. As he has 17, Lutmer to Lutmer's 15. Holford over to Lutmer. Lutmer gets it down to Andrew Austin. Austin waits and gets the easy bucket. Down to a minute now in the third quarter. Aiden Klein wide open as lines get lost in transition, or sorry, not transition, but switch defense. And that one thrown right to Matt Albert. As Vanderpool didn't see him there. Matt just kind of snuck in front of, it was either Corver or Van Kalsbeek. Doesn't matter as Matt's about 8 inches shorter than both of them. Kind of hid behind him. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. And a foul on Vass. Probably not what Coach DeYoung wanted, as Lutmer is basically at the logo, the mid-court, as Van Kalsbeek will check out of the game. Now the shot clock will be turned off with the foul, so the Lions can hold now for the last shot of this quarter as they have a 5-point lead. Matt Albert from the corner has that one blocked. Lutmer down with it, and Lutmer with great body control somehow gets that one up and in. Langton, no good. Lutmer from full court, off the rim. Lutmer, quarterback, throws that one. For a second, it looked like it was going in from our angle, but off the front of the rim, Lions will extend their lead to 7, as that was an 18-10 quarter in favor of the Lions as they win their first quarter. We'll take a break here and get set for the final 8 minutes of this game here on the CL Broadcast Network.
62, coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Seaperda Foltz Insurance and Real Estate in Rock Rapids, Iowa, if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the fourth period, that is. And Lions with the 7-point lead. That was a 20-10 quarter for the Lions, as my scoreboard had not updated when I spoke earlier. That one tipped away by Lutmer, and Lutmer in for the layup. The 8th grade boys up here wanted Zach to go with the two-hand slam, but he goes for the easy layup instead, not trying to risk anything there. Corver thought about that one. Klein with it now, back over to Van Kalsbeek. Albers with it now. Drive off the front of the rim. Oh, that looked good. That was a good move by the sophomore. Just a smidge too hard off the backboard, and it bounces off the front of the rim. Reese Vandersee with it. Same play they started the half with, and Andrew Austin contested at the rim, but he gets the 2 points over Van Kalsbeek. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Lions. There's Corver. And Corver will go to the line to shoot 2. See who they call this on. They're going to call that on Andrew Austin. Austin's first, team's 4th. As Corver, an 80% free throw shooter, misses. This one up and in. 10-point lead here in favor of the Lions. And Coach Gerlman's going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with him. And we're back with more Siouxland Conference basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Seaperda Foltz Insurance and Real Estate in Rock Rapids, Iowa, if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
And we're back here, Rock Rapids. Lions with the ball up 10 early here in the fourth quarter. Austin with it. Reese Vandersee in the corner will go baseline. Kicks it over to Josh Elbert. Elbert, floater in the lane. Josh Elbert with, I believe, his 6th point of the game. Good outing here for Josh. He only averages 4 points a game. Van Kalsbeek now will work on Vandersee. Nice spin move by Van Kalsbeek. And that's going to be the 4th foul on Reese Vandersee. one no good. Rebound down to Andrew Austin. Vanderzee will have to be careful. He's got 4. Hofert, pump fake, gets over Andrew Austin. No good. Long rebound goes to Van Kalsbeek. Van Kalsbeek, see if they go right at. Oh, that is a long three-pointer for Luke Corver. That is from the L in the Lions logo. That was a good shot. Maybe not a good decision, but that was ended up being good. Vanderzee, or sorry, that is Lutmer to Andrew Austin, and Andrew Austin with a two-hand slam. Puts the Lions back up in the lead by 3, and there's Corver again from the logo. Maybe a little bit of a heat check there. Zach Lutmer on the drive, no good, but he is fouled. Interesting to see the Lions are not I shouldn't say they're not a good half-court set team. That's just not the way they like to play. They do have a lot of half-court sets that they can run, but they are a get-out-and-run-the-floor type of team. Hasn't been that type of game as Lutmer makes the first one. And now Reese Vanderzee will be checked out as Matt Albert gets in. But like I was saying, it'll be interesting to see here this last 5 minutes of the game. I'm sure the Lions are, if they maintain this, 8 to 10 point lead, they're at 11 now, but 8 to 10 points if they just try and take time off the clock and run their sets, or if they try and continue to get up and down the court. You got to imagine that if MOC can't cut into this lead in the next couple minutes, they'll start to get a little, not desperate, but a little bit risky on defense. And a foul is called as Van Kalsbeek gets it down in. That foul will be called on Albert from behind. Just like I say that, now it's just a 9-point lead, and Van Kalsbeek can cut it to 8 at the line as Amon Langton checks into the game. Van Kalsbeek, an 80% free throw shooter. Misses that one, and Albert gets the rebound. Matt Albert with it. Over to Andrew Austin. Now Lutmer. And a travel is the call. If you're wondering, 6 fouls on each team. So the next foul will be a 1-and-1. 3 timeouts left for MOC-Floyd Valley, or sorry, for Central Lyon. 2 timeouts left for MOC-Floyd Valley. Langton with it now. Over to Klein. There's Corver, right top of the key. No good shorts, and that one's saved by Ephraim Hofert. Smart decision. I do believe that was going to be called out of bounds off the Lions, so good decision there by Hofert. He gets it in to Lutmer. Ephraim with it now, being guarded by Klein, and Klein pokes that one out of bounds. Reese Vanderzee checking back into the game. Lions get into Vanderzee, now out to Lutmer. Over to Josh Albert. Andrew Austin, Lutmer now. Screened by Austin, Lutmer. And Zach Lutmer with another NBA 3. Back to a 12-point lead here for the Lions. There's Klein. Charge. That is the 3rd foul on Aiden Klein. 7th team foul, but there will not be 1-and-1 as that is a player position foul. Full timeout called here by Coach Lauren DeYoung, so we'll take that timeout with them. You're watching Lions basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
.62, Coach. 62. first down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Welcome back to Central Lyon High School. Upcoming events here on the CO Broadcast Network. Tuesday, January 28th, boys and girls basketball versus Boyden Hall, 6 o'clock start time. Saturday, January 28th, we'll have the Siouxland Conference Wrestling Tournament on the CO Broadcast Network. That is a 10 a.m. start time. That is from the Sioux Center Gym. So if you're looking MOC-Floyd Valley fans, that'll be on our channel. If you're looking for that on the 28th, and then Tuesday, January 31st, another boys and girls basketball doubleheader. This time, Sioux Center will come to town. First time the Lions and the Warriors will play this year. The Warriors sitting in third place, and the Lions have not played them yet. Rutmer will walk things up with a 12-point lead. The Dutch sitting in a little bit of a zone defense here. Change things up here from Coach DeYoung. Albert gets it to Reese Vanderzee in the corner, no good. Rebound comes down to Van Kalsbeek. Josh Albert commits a foul, and that is the 7th team foul. And Corver will head to the line shooting 1-1. Corver with another miss, and now a foul is called. That is on Vanderpool. So back-to-back, let's just call them not the greatest fouls in the world, as Albert fouled at the logo and Vanderpool fouled when Austin was obviously going to get that rebound. And now Austin will get a chance to shoot the 1-1. So neither coach can be real happy about the last few seconds here of this game. And Austin's first one, no good. So both Corver and Austin miss the front ends. And we head to under 3 minutes here. Lions up by 12. Dump down to Van Kalsbeek. And good move by Van Kalsbeek. Turns the corner on Austin. That's what the Dutch have to do. They've got to score quick and they've got to get stops. If they're going to sit in this zone, the Lions can take 25 seconds off and not do anything, and then get into an offensive set real quick. Now the Lions will go, 10 seconds. Holfert for three, no good. Now the Lions got to get back as there's a run-out opportunity here for the Dutch. There's Corver for three, no good. Andrew Austin. And that will be a travel call on Austin. Ten-point lead here still. Corver, wide open three-pointer, no good. Rebound down to Lutmer. Not a whole lot of offense by either team in the last 2 minutes of this game so far. As Corver comes out and guards. That was Albert. This one can be almost thrown away. Lions, good time out there by Coach Griffin. The Lions are a little confused as to what they want to do here against this zone. They're trying to waste some time, I think, but they're getting themselves out of an offensive rhythm. I'd look for Coach Gerlin maybe to take this opportunity to set up a play. There are 13 seconds left on the shot clock, so a good time to get a half-court set in. Draw it up for a zone, and if they come out in man-to-man, the Lions have a lot of man-to-man sets, so it'll be easy for them to quickly, enough time to quickly get into a man-to-man set. Remind everyone, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start our live broadcasts. And to follow Central Lyon on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news. This time of year, it's really important to stay up to date as lots of postponements, cancellations, things of that nature. 2-hour late starts like we had this morning. No school like we had yesterday. Those sorts of things. So Lions will inbound. And the Dutch switch back to man-to-man. Lutmer kicks it to Andrew Austin. Austin, no good. Rebound down to Van Kalsbeek, and Josh Elbert commits the foul. And the Dutch will walk back to their end to shoot free throws. Not something that Coach Gerlin wants to see. With a 10-point lead, you really don't want MOC to score with the clock stopped at the free throw line, if you can avoid it. And Van Kalsbeek makes the first 18 fouls apiece. That was Albert's 4th personal foul. See if MOC, if he makes this here, let's see if MOC jumps into a full court press. And he misses. And Langton knocks that one out of bounds. The normally great free throw shooting here, free throw shooting team, the Dutch are struggling a little bit here from the line in the waning moments of this game. Lions go into a press break. And they get it into Andrew Austin easily. And up ahead, that one thrown away. Blake Albers will check into the game for the Lions, or sorry, for the Dutch, that is. Lions need to make the Dutch run through some time here. Even if they score, they can't let quick scores happen. Kick out to Albers, over to Klein. No good. Rebound comes down to Andrew Austin, but on the rebound attempt, Josh Albert is fouled by Luke Corver. Lutmer doing a good job there of avoiding contact, as you saw in the replay, and Corver called for that foul. Now the Lions will walk down to their end. Josh Elbert, a 6-foot senior. We're being generous by calling Josh 6 foot, but nonetheless, knocks down that first free throw, makes it a 10-point lead. And Elbert makes them both. That's the right man to foul out there if you are the Dutch, though. He's only a 44% free throw shooter on the year. Nice turnaround jump shot by Van Kalsbeek, and it's good. And Lutmer will be fouled. That's the 10th team foul, so Lions are now on the 2-shot bonus for the rest of the game. And a violation on the free throw is called, as Lutmer must have had his toes on the line. So that one is wiped off. And then misses a second. So still a 9-point lead as we approach 1 minute remaining. Lions need to do a good job again guarding at the free throw, 3-point line. They're making the Dutch run some time. Corver too hard, but Tyson Voss gets the rebound. Ephraim Hofert gets it in, or they get the ball into Hofert. Now back to Lutmer, over to Josh Elbert. That's who they're going to try and foul. And a foul is called on Van Kalsbeek. On paper, that's the person you want to foul. He has the worst free throw percentage of the 5 that are out there for the season. And Elbert makes the first one. 30-second timeout will be called here by Coach Ben Gerlman. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, the Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. So Lions with an 8-point lead, and I guess now it is being changed to a full timeout. Lions with the 8-point lead here. Elbert will with one more free throw to shoot. A win here will give the Lions a 2-game advantage over the Dutchmen in the conference race. These teams are not in the same class, so doesn't really have much impact on postseason play. The Dutch lose to the number 1 ranked team. They're not going to fall too far. The Lions lose to a number 2 ranked team. They're not going to fall too far. Both should still be in the top 8, and barring any other hiccups on the year, if they're in the top 8, they should hopefully get their own district, as I do believe the Boys Association will try and take on what the Girls Association have done for the last how many years, where their top 8 will not have another ranked team, at least not in the top 8, that is. At least we're in, as long as geographically able to do that. Josh Albert makes them both. Albers with it in now, 35 seconds left. Dutch trail by 9. That one's stolen away by Albert. Now Lutmer runs around instead of going for a layup. Wastes a few more seconds, and Ephraim Hofert now will head to the free throw line. So Ephraim Hofert, the sophomore, short on that first attempt. 6 points on the evening so far for Hofert, along with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And Ephraim makes 1 of 2. Right at his season average of 7 points is Hofert. There's Albers on a jump shot, no good. Rebound down to Ephraim Hofert. And Voss will foul. So a 10-point lead, 10 seconds left in the game. I do believe the Lions should be able to hold on to this one, as they will continue to stay undefeated, move to 11-0 on the season, 10-0 in conference play. The Dutch will fall to 11-2 overall and 9-2 in Siouxland conference play, as Hofert makes that one. Next up for the Lions, Tuesday they'll be at home versus Boyden Hall, and then Friday they will be at West Lyon. For the Dutch, they will be at home as well on Tuesday, and then next Thursday they'll be at home versus Unity Christian. Van Kalsbeek here will get the layup, up and in, and Lions will inbound it, and that'll do it. So off of a very good third quarter where the Lions outscore the Dutch 20-10, Central Lyon is able to come away with a 75-65 victory for the Lions. Some very unofficial stats. Leading scorer for MOC-Floyd Valley is Van Kalsbeek with 21. Corver leading rebounder with 6. For the Lions, Lutmer had 24 points to lead the way, and Andrew Austin had 10 rebounds. Just kind of like we thought, the starting 5 did almost all the scoring tonight. 140 points in this game, 134 scored by the starters. Only 6 points off of the bench tonight. And those were all MOC-Floyd Valley points. So Lions again get the victory. I want to thank once again our helpers up here, our 8th graders that are helping, and our awesome broadcast producer, Jason Heiser. I'm Jeff Cruz, and